Hi everyone, I'm back again. I'm doing a video. I'm filming a few videos today, so you'll see me probably wearing this shirt again. We're all busy people here, you know, sometimes you just gotta film a bunch of videos all in one day, you know, and that works for me, so that's what I'm doing. Anyways, I'm sorry I'm rambling a lot today, so just bear with me. Today I want to do a video on a foundation that I found that I absolutely love, and it's been a total game changer. Basically because I use it as a concealer, really not really as a foundation, but it has just the most amazing coverage. Now if you have acne, any kind of acne, if you have scars from any kind of accident or surgery, this is something that you need to pick up because it will cover everything. And what's good about it is that it covers everything without feeling tight, without feeling dry, without irritating your skin, and it's just amazing. So this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Maximum Cover Camouflage Makeup for face and body, and it has an SPF of 15. Comes in this little tube here, and it looks tiny and it's a little expensive, you know, but seriously, you need the teeniest amount and it just covers everything. So this is the lightest shade, and it's the 1N3 Creamy Vanilla, and they used to have a lighter shade, but for some reason they discontinued it, and I wish they didn't, because this one, it's light but it's not the exact same tone for my skin. So this amount right here, that's literally enough to cover all of my acne. It's really good. It's just such a nice foundation. Look at that. Oh my gosh. You can't even see my vein. Like, ugh, it's just amazing, and it just blends so nicely. It doesn't dry super fast, so you have time to work with it. It's very smooth. It's not sticky. It has a different consistency than concealer. I know concealer sometimes it's a little bit hard to blend out the edges, and you have to be really precise with the brush and or your finger even. I don't know, but this has just been so good. It is very, very thick as far as not thick in the consistency, but the fact that it is such a full coverage foundation that really only one layer is needed, but at the same time it looks like you have makeup on. But at the same time, no one's gonna get up to you right in your face. So if you're just standing and talking with someone like this distance, like how I am with you, it looks fine. It doesn't look like you have caked on makeup. So that's what I really like. And actually when I bought it, I thought, oh, it's not the right color, so I just used it all over my face, and then I realized it wasn't matching really well with my neck. And then at the same time I was thinking, why am I using this all over my face when my nose, my tops of my cheeks, my forehead is all fine. I don't have any scars. For the most part, my entire, you know, right side is scar free. I don't have any acne really on this side. Everything is on this side and on my chin. So why am I using it? I'm wasting product. So I decided I wanted to kind of save the product, I guess, and I didn't want to mess up, you know, my other face for putting on so much makeup. So I decided to just concentrate on this side where I actually have problem areas, but the color was different. So actually what I've been doing, I use the Revlon Color Stay Foundation all over my face, and this is slightly pink, definitely slightly a little bit more orangish tone. So what I do is I actually mix this just a teeny bit amount with another teeny amount of a BB cream or a foundation, I guess, that is a little bit, that doesn't really have much of a coverage. So I use it just because I want to thin this out a little bit without sacrificing too much pigmentation. So I still want to use like a BB cream or foundation that has some color in it, even if it's not like a great coverage foundation. So what I've been using is the Tea Tree Flawless BB Cream from The Body Shop. The only thing is that's a little bit too pale for my skin. So mixing this with this seems to be doing really, really well. And I'll show you how much I use. I will use this much of the tea tree. I just want to show you the ratio that I use so that you get an idea of how I use it. And right here, hopefully you can see that that's the Estee Lauder one right there. And so I usually get the back of one of my brushes, like a pencil lipstick brush or something like that, and I'll mix it together that I get a really nice color. And this color seems to be the color that is the same as my Revlon one. Sometimes it's a little bit darker, but usually it's enough, it's close enough that I can just blend it out with blush and bronzer. And it just gives me the most flawless look. After this, like, I cannot use my other concealer. I try to use my concealers, and I have the Estee Lauder one and some other one, the NARS one, and it just doesn't do it for me. It doesn't cover my acne. And what I like about it that it covers erupted acne pretty well too. So even when I especially, you know, if you have erupted acne, like you popped it the night before or whatever, if you try to use concealer over it, it doesn't really work. So I have to end up using powder or something. It just looks really cakey. But after I got this Estee Lauder foundation and I've been mixing it and using that, it just covers it really nice. It works pretty darn good, so I really like that. And another good thing is it doesn't get cakey like throughout the day. It doesn't separate from my foundation throughout the day. I find that a lot of times with my concealer, it separates from my foundation unless I'm actively checking the mirror, blotting, and, you know, repowdering. If I do that throughout the day, it's fine. But if I don't do that, you know, I'm busy at work or whatever, living my life, you know, this one doesn't do that. I don't have to worry about it. I know that if I look at the mirror like 6 hours from now, it's still gonna be there. Like, it might look a little bit messier because, you know, it's been 6-7 hours, but it's still there. The coverage is still good. So I've just been absolutely loving it. I think it's amazing. It's just really nice. And it hasn't even dried yet, so I can still blend this out if I need to. It's just really nice. And I've even used it underneath my eyes. Yeah, it's a little bit too thick for under your eyes, but if you're in a pinch and you need to, it works pretty good. I mean, it doesn't cake up. It doesn't like go into my lines too bad. I can always just touch my under eye area and it's fine again. So really nice. I think it's really good. Now, if you have oily skin, I would really recommend that you experiment with it a little bit, with different types of setting powder, things like that, because I have dry skin, but I cannot use just a normal powder when I set my foundation when I'm using this. I do have to use like a really finely milled translucent powder or something like an HT powder, something like that, because if I use just a regular powder, like in the morning when my foundation is still a little bit sticky, then yes, it will look a little bit cakey. So if you have oilier skin, I would definitely try to experiment with it. The only downside is I've heard rumors that Estee Lauder doesn't really like to give samples of this out. I'm not sure why. When I was reading reviews about this, I just saw a lot of people saying that they went to counters and Estee Lauder just didn't give them samples of it. So I don't know, maybe there's some kind of policy about that, but love it. Estee Lauder Double Wear Maximum Coverage. Yeah, so that's my review, my love review for this beautiful product. Definitely try it out if you have problem skin. I think you will love it. I think it will change your life. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video and you found it useful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!